Hello everyone, how are you all? Hope you all are healthy and safe and staying at your home with your parents and grandparents and helping them in day-to-day activities. So today I am Subhi Bhatnagar here to start your new chapter of English grammar. The name of the chapter is Adjectives. Do you know kids what is an adjective? Adjectives are describing words which describes noun or pronoun. So let's continue our chapter. Adjectives. Let us know more about it. Adjectives are words which tell us more about person, animal, places or things. Adjectives are describing words which describes noun or pronoun. Do you know what is noun? Noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. So, adjectives are the words which describes noun, which describes any person or animal or place or thing. Adjectives are special words that describe something. Like, for example, he is an old man. If I am taking an example of an old man, then a man is noun. And the word which describes a man is old. So, the word old is an adjective. Adjectives are special words that describe something. Lion is a wild animal. Wild. It is telling about how the lion is. So, it's a wild animal. These are some of the examples of describing words. Little. Hungry. She is feeling hungry. Fantastic. Enchanted. These are the describing words. Adjectives tell us about the size, the shape, the color of the things, the animal or the person or things. Adjectives are words that give more meaning to nouns by describing them. It gives meanings. It answers the question what kind or how much. So the adjectives describes person, animals, things or place we are talking about. Let us take some example. She is a beautiful woman. What kind of woman she is? The question is coming out of it is what kind? So, she is a beautiful woman. Ajit is handsome and intelligent. What is the personality of Ajit? What kind of person Ajit is? He is handsome and intelligent. So, handsome and intelligent are describing words which are describing Ajit. He has a big house. What is the noun in this sentence? House. We are talking about house. What kind of house is it? Big. So, this is the describing word of the noun. It is a charming scenery. How the scenery is? Charming. He is rich. We are talking about the person who is rich. What is the describing word here? Rich. Now let us know more about the positions of adjective, where we use adjectives. Adjectives can be placed before nouns and after nouns to describe them. We can use adjective before noun or after noun. For example, let us take an easy example. Before noun. This is a heavy door. Here, what is the noun here over in this sentence? Door. Door is a noun. So, we are using adjective before noun. Heavy is an adjective describing word. He is an old man. Here, man is a noun and describing word is old. So, if adjectives are placed after noun, how you will frame a sentence. This is our second condition. After noun, the door is heavy. Here, the noun is door and the adjective is heavy. The man is old. What is noun over here? It is man is noun and describing what adjective? Old. So remember students, we can position our adjectives before noun and after nouns. For describing a noun, we can place our adjective before noun or after noun. Now let us learn about types of adjectives. There are 6 kinds of adjectives we are going to learn. Adjective of quality, it tells us about the kind of noun. Adjective of quantity, tell about the quantity of noun. Adjective of number, tell about the number of nouns. Demonstrative adjective points out the noun where it is. Interrogative adjective, it tells or it asks questions. Possessive adjectives show possession or belongings. Let us now learn more about it. Adjective of quality. This is our first kind of adjective. Adjective of quality tell us about the kind or nature of a person, thing or animal. Adjective of quality tell us about how the person is. What kind of that person is. He is brave, he is small, he is big, it is large, whatsoever. It tells us about the size, shape, color of a person, thing, animal or place. Let us take some examples. He is a brave person. Now, what kind of person he is? He is a brave person. So, brave is the quality of that person. She has a beautiful voice. What is the quality of her voice? Her voice is very beautiful. So, what kind of voice? Beautiful. So, describing words here are beautiful and brave. Let us take some more example. It was a big pond. What kind of pond it is? Big. So, pond is a noun and big, which is describing the word which is describing that noun is big. So, big is our adjective of quality. So, now let us take some more examples of adjectives of quality. You know who is she? She is a principal madam. Her name is Mrs. Karuna Yadav. So let us frame some sentences showing her quality. She is a visionary leader. She is a brave leader. She is an ambitious leader. She is caring, loving leader. These sentences are showing our principal's quality. Her qualities are visionary, brave, ambitious, caring and loving. These are the qualities of our ma'am. So, now let us come to the second kind of adjective. Adjective of quantity. It gives us the answer of how much. What is the quantity of that thing? It tells us about the quantity. Whole, enough, little, all, light, huge, plenty. These are the examples of adjectives of quantity. Adjective of quantity answers the question how much. It answers the question how much. It tells us about the quantity of a thing. The teacher gave me some homework for Sunday. The word some. The word some is the adjective of quantity, as some tells us about the quantity of homework. How much homework we have got? We have got some homework. So some is our adjective of quantity. Let us take one more example. I have enough time to complete my work. Enough. Enough is the adjective of quantity. As enough tells us about the quantity of time. How much time you are having? You are having enough time. The word some, enough, these both words are adjectives since they tell us about the nouns. Homework and time. They both are noun in those sentences. So they describe a noun. The word enough tells us about how much time I have to complete my homework, and the word some tell us about how much homework I am getting. So these two are describing a noun. These are adjective of quantity. Let us know more about adjective of quantity. Adjective of quantity does not provide information about exact numbers. It tells only the amount. It does not give us the proper information that I am having 1 liter of milk or I am having 1,000 rupees. It does not give this appropriate amounts, appropriate numbers. Rather, it just provides us information related to the amount only. For example, he has much money. Much is your adjective of quantity, but it is not telling how much. Kitna hai? It is not telling how much. It is not describing that this is 1,000, 10,000 or crore whatsoever. Now, there is a little milk in the glass. Milk is noun, but it is a little. It is not giving us any number, 1 liter, half liter, whatsoever. It is adjective of quantity. Now let us come to another third type of adjectives. Adjectives of number. Adjectives of number tells us about the number of person, thing or animal. Now it tells us about the exact numbers. Adjective of quantity tell us about how much the quantity is, but adjectives of number tell us about the appropriate numbers. It gives the answer of how many. Adjective of quantity gives us the answer of how much, and adjective of numbers give us the answer of how many. The boy have 2 balloons. How many balloons the boy is having? He is having 2 balloons. Karan got only 5 marks in English. How much marks? 5 marks. So this is a basic difference between the adjective of quantity and adjective of number. Now let us learn something more about both. Adjective of numbers versus adjective of quality. Now let us differentiate about it. Adjective of number depicts the number of noun or their position or place in certain order. Adjective of numbers always tell you the exact number, the position. I am getting first position in my class. I am getting 5th position in my class. It is showing the number. I am having 12 pens in my box. So how many pens? 12. It answers how many. It answers how much. Adjectives of quantity expresses an approximate amount rather than exact number. Lump sum amount it provides. Quantity provides a lump sum amount. How much? And it provides an accurate amount. Adjective of numbers are used with countable nouns. The nouns which we can count. The nouns which we can count are adjective of numbers. The nouns which we cannot count, uncountable nouns, are adjectives of quantity. Now let us learn next kind of adjective, that is demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative adjective is an adjective which is used to point out naming words. Naming words are the noun. The name of a person, place, animal or things are the naming words. When we point out at something, this is a remote. It is near to me. That's why I am using it this. If it is far away from me, it is lying on over some far distance place, I will say that is a remote. So this is used for near places, and that is used for far away places. For example, flower. This flower. This is near to me. This object is near to me. So we are pointing out it as this flower. And if the flower is far away from you, you will use that flower. Let us take some more example. In singular form, singular means one, plural means more than one. We will use, in singular form, we will use this and that. And in plural form, we will use these and those. If the apple is near to me, single apple is near to me, I will say this is an apple. And if single apple is lying far away from me, I will say this is that is an apple. When it is far away from me, I will use that. When it is near to me, we will use this. In plural, when it is more than one, we will use these and those. If there are 3 apples, these are apples. I am showing to you these are apples. And if these apples are lying very far from me, I will use those. Those are apples. Okay? Let us take one more example. You and your friend are crossing near from your school. And you want to show your friend your school. What you will say? If you are near to your school, you will say, this is my school. What you will say? This is my school. And if the school is far, it is not near to you, you will say, that is my school. So remember, if you are near to an object or a person or a thing, you will use this. And if you are far away from that, you will use that. Okay? Let us learn next adjective. Then our next adjective is interrogative adjective. As you already learned in other previous classes, interrogative means question. Interrogative adjective is an adjective which asks a question. Interrogative adjectives usually ask question. Interrogative words, you know. Interrogative words are who, what, which, why. These are interrogative words. The adjectives which ask question are interrogative adjectives. Interrogative adjective will help to find answers of the question people ask. It helps to frame question, and when you will frame the question, the people can easily give you the replies, the answers. Interrogative adjectives are often used along with nouns to ask questions such as where, who, how, why, and which. Interrogative adjectives are where, who, how, why, and which. Let us take some example. What animal is that? If I am watching some animal in front of me, an animal is there, what can I ask? What animal is that? It's a question. Then what is? Interrogative adjective. Whose book are you reading? Which dress do you want? These sentences have interrogative adjectives with them. You know, the words what, whose, and which are adjectives since they describe the animal, the book, and the dress. As they ask question, these adjectives are called interrogative adjectives. Let us learn about next adjective. The last one, possessive adjective. Our last adjective is possessive adjective. The belongings, that shows belongings or possession. And adjectives that shows belongings or possessions are called possessive adjective. This is my pen. I am showing that this pen is mine. So this is Possessive adjective, my. It answers the question whose. It normally answers the question whose. Mine, her, your, our, its, his, their. These are the examples of possessive adjectives. My book is lying on the table. This is an example, students. My book is lying on the table. Whose book is this? My. So my is possessive adjective. They sold their house. They sold their house. It tells us whose house. Whose house? Theirs house. So these are possessive adjectives. Possessive adjective modify the noun following it in order to show possessions. These are our subjects. I, she, he, it, you, they, we. We use these subjects in our sentences. But in possessive adjective, we use my instead of I, her instead of she, his instead of he, its instead of it, your instead of you, their instead of they, our instead of we. These are our possessive adjectives. Let us take some example. My book is lying on the bed. It answers the question whose book? My book. So my is your possessive adjective. This is her doll. Whose doll is this? Her. They sold their house. Their. Whose house? Their house. This is our badminton. Whose badminton is this? Our. So, these sentences shows possession. These are the possessive adjective words. My, her, his, its, your, their and our. So now let's have a quick recall what we have learned today. We have learned what is an adjective. Adjectives are describing words that tell us more about person, animals, places or things. Adjectives are words that give more meaning to the nouns by describing them. They answer questions like what kind and how much. So, the adjective describe persons, animals, places or things. So, if I say he is an old man, here old will be an adjective as it is describing a noun. Adjectives, remember students, adjectives are describing words. And we have also learned the 6 types of adjectives. Adjectives of quality tells us about the kind of noun. Adjective of quantity tells us about the quantity of a noun. How much or uncountable nouns. Adjective of number tells us about the number of nouns. How many? It answers how many. Demonstrative adjective points out the noun. That is my box. This is my school. It points out something. Interrogative adjectives ask questions. Possessive adjectives shows your possessions or belongings, that the thing belongs to you or them. Thank you everyone. So today I am completing my chapter over here. If you are having any doubt or confusion, you can contact me. You can WhatsApp or call. Thank you and have a nice day. Stay safe, stay healthy.